Welcome back, sports fans from around the world. We got a good one today. I'm Derek Howard with Game Time Streaming alongside Don Spear. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. It's really good to be back after a couple-week break here. Going to have a fun one today. Do have a doubleheader, so we're starting a little bit early today. Our Division II match is going to be between Jon Lyttle and Tom Hockey. And our Division I match, starting later, hopefully around 5 o'clock, is going to be between Jason Topski and Pax Mason. So it should be a fun night with lots of darts to watch. This is going to be a really fun one here, guys.
So this is an open bowl format. And open in, open out. These guys are pretty close in average. This is going to be a battle. And that's who's going to show up today.
Yeah, lots of similarities between these players. John's been playing about 3 years competitively, and Tom's been playing about 2.5. So both throwing 20-gram darts, both 2.5 to 3 years, and pretty similar in averages. So should be a really close match. Just a couple more rounds here to get loose, and should be seeing a dill here to get going. So I think John might have got that by one hole. So he's going to be starting us off here. This is a loser start format. No, Tom got it by one. So good on him. So Tom to start us off. This is a loser start format. So should be a lot of back and forth here. This is going to be a fun one to watch, guys. Settle in and enjoy the show. Big hat trick in the second round from Tom Hockey, so keeping the pressure going up by 100 points against John, but he needed all that because John had a much better round to start.
Yeah, I've played against John a couple times, and I struggled beating him with Lee in a luck, so John's really able to bring some heat, and hopefully Tom's ready for this. If Tom's consistent, he's going to be able to hang, so we'll see what he brings. And first game is always a little nervous on stream, but looks like he's pretty dialed in there already.
Yeah, both these players were never bad players. They were kind of middle-of-the-road players at all the lucks that you'd see. But in the last 6 months or so, these guys have both really turned it on. You can tell they've been putting some time in and really been working on improving their game, and it's been showing. So really happy to have them here on stream, and I know they're pretty excited to be here as well. So it should be a fun one here.
So Tom's taking control of this first leg here, and the best thing John can do is just pile in around and hope for a bust or something.
Yeah, Tom's really outscored him this first leg, but yeah, he's just going to want to try to keep pressure on him. He knows he's going to have to throw if he loses the leg, but if he can fill this up here, it'll at least get him down to a two-figure out shot. Unable to hit the third one, though, so 78's going to have the first look at an out, and it's just a two-darter, so it's really in danger here with Tom. Ooh, not sure if I like that strategy. Sitting on 64, I would have went 14 definitely just to leave the bullseye, but choosing not to do so, and then picking the double 14 to leave 33. So, you know what? Door's open, and you probably didn't expect to get this shot. So this is one you're definitely going to want to capitalize on. The only problem is fives are tough to finish on, but he cleans it up with that big triple 19, flying just high into the bullseye, leaving himself 58. So. Taking the 8, leaving 50. So here's the thing. You've got 3 darts here. You just can't miss the segment. Just hit 3 11s. First one, you can fire right at the triple. If you hit it, great. If not, make sure it's in the single. And then move on from there. Flies into the 999. This might be some adrenaline issues. I'm not sure. And goes low into the 10. So door wide open for Jon. This is what he was hoping for with that last round. Unable to take it, but he put just enough pressure on. And that first start going wayward, I think, might have thrown off Tom's rhythm just a little bit. And open the door here for Jon. Just need a bullseye to win the first leg.
Wow, Don. This is, I thought Jon was going to be drooling at that 50 right there.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity to steal, and I think just a little bit of first leg jitters coming in for both players. And they're just settling, and once they get comfortable, we'll see this progress. Now, the trick here, just don't miss outside, and that's exactly what he did. You did not have to throw at the double there. But able to clean it up on the third, so bailing himself out here, did not want to give Jon another look at that bullseye. So Tom's going to go up 1-0. He did have the throw there, so takes the first leg, and going to go up 1-0, and Jon's going to have the throw in the second leg to try to even up the score. Able to answer with the big low ton there, keeping that keeping a 76-point lead. So just pressing here. Back-to-back tons here, so they're definitely battling out. Tom, after a couple of rounds here, is up by 28, so 27. So still pretty level here. What's up, Andrew? I see you in the chat, man. It was a pleasure watching you throw up at the nail, man. Good to see you in the stream. Thank you so much for dropping in. Lucas, as always, he's here every week. One of the OGs. Appreciate you in here, man. And see you in here also, Andrew. Thanks for the help. We did notice the board cam, but thank you so much for letting us know. All right, so John's setting up a 46. A reasonably simple checkout there. Tom's sitting on 147. It's doable. It's going to take a bullseye, a triple, and a double, though. So unable to connect with the triple. So John is going to be back for this 46 here. I like the triple 14 here. If you hit the triple, it leaves 4. If you hit the single, it leaves 32. Just a nice, comfortable shot. Choosing to go 16 to leave 30. So, all right. Just needs one solid 15. And flies high into the 5. So door's wide open here for Tom. A little bit of an unexpected chance here. Let's see what route he takes.
Yeah, Tom's going to go 12 bowl all day, and he showed up today. So this is going to be a battle, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We do have a giveaway, the Jeremiah Burger cheeseburgers. I'm going to post some links about it. Every $10 you donate to Game Time Streaming through PayPal or Venmo, you get an entry. And Tom takes the second game there. So Tom really showed up to play today, Don.
Yeah, he's hitting the shots when it matters. He's a little bit fortunate, though, because both legs he had... I think 28 last time. No, he had 22. So he needed 2 11s and missed outside on the double. And this time he needed 26. This is just 2 13s. And again, missed outside on the double. Both times with this third dart, he was able to pick it off the double. But, man, he's putting a whole lot of pressure on himself. If he just at least misses inside, just needs a single to win the game. But good on him. He was able to hit it and able to take the legs. So John coming in with a solid 320s here. Decent start. That's kind of the minimum that you're looking for when you're playing against someone at this level.
I play at Goodrich with Tom. He's always one of the top shots, and it looks like the stream doesn't bother him or nothing. He just came in here flowing. So he brought Steph, and they each brought their sibling or their wives, and just a good time here at Game Time Streaming. That was huge. That was a great shot by Tom. John could have just buried him right here if he didn't respond like that. So, great matchup already. And like I said in my post on Facebook, Jon Lyttle is really good at that trip 20.
Yeah, good catch there, Randall. They are both lefties. I was going to say something about them having to stare at that hideous tie-dye wall there, but you beat me to it, so good catch. Yeah, 2 left-handers here. We won't fault them for that, but it does look like our image is flipped in our camera. Tom's still holding strong at a 4-3 here. He's really pushing, so one more big shot. He might get a crack and have a chance to take a look at that 20 here. Jon, again, straight into the triple 20. He needs another one, though, to give himself a little bit of padding here. Unable to connect, but able to hit 4. Not a bad round. First dart buries that triple 20 and takes away Jon's number. And able to get the point lead, but I really like that because Jon really seemed to be settling in on those 20s, and especially with that being such a big number, you really don't want people getting too comfortable there. So able to take it away with his first start and regain the point lead. So big round there from Tom. He's now in the driver's seat.
First start, trip 19, and move to the 18s, Don?
Yeah, at least. I don't come off this 19 until you hit a triple. I'm a big proponent of having to earn your shots at the other person's number. So, just getting a point lead isn't enough. You need to hit a shot and to earn the right to kind of look at that 18. And hitting a triple just kind of gets you a little more comfortable. You hit a good shot, and it gives you your best chance at getting a really good dart at that 18. But yeah, unable to connect with the triple there, so he wisely stayed there. Only taking a 6-point lead, though. So Jon here just trying to get a little bit of padding here, but only, again, able to find 1. So going up by 12, but ball's definitely in Tom's court at this point. Throwing a 4 after 6 rounds, so really holding a good average right now. Yeah, I like the second dart of this 19 here. He chooses to go up. If he goes back to 19, I hate this. I hate that route, and that's exactly why. You already hit the triple. If you're going to only throw 1 dart at the 18, make it your last dart. So you're not moving so much. You already found the 19. Just stay there, hit another one, and then take your third one up at the 18 and let the chips fall where they may. And Jon, able to bury the triple 18 twice, going right back inside of it. Does he stay there? Yeah, into the single 4, though, right off the flight. So a little bit of an unlucky deflection, but going up by 63, so kind of flipping the game on its head. Tom had been in control for the last few rounds, but that big shot really turned everything. And pressure applied. Tom unable to regain the lead. So doors open here for Jon. Only need 1 more 19. Able to get it. So close the 19 downs. I expect him to go back up to the 18s. Yeah, finds another single. So extending his point lead to 62 points. Tom's going to need another big shot here to try to pull himself back in, where at one point he looked like he was in control of this leg. So good back and forth match here. Good battle. All right, so interestingly, choosing to try to take that 18 away, down in points and without having a number. So I don't know if it's just a little bit of frustration creeping in here for Tom. And same thing for Jon. You see him take a step back. See, I much prefer this. Take a step back, get a moment, settle yourself, as opposed to making maybe a unwise decision and throwing at something you shouldn't be throwing at. And able to close the 17. So now securely in the lead, up by 116 points and 2 numbers. So Tom's going to have to get on his horse here and find something big, or else he's going to find this game just slipping away from him.
Yeah, if Jon hits this trip 16, he's going to just mow down all these numbers. So feeling confident, slides over to the 15, and he knows he's in control, and that's when you're going to shoot your best. So you could tell when he stepped up to the line, confident that he's in control of this, and Tom's got a battle ahead of him.
Yeah, providing Jon can clean these bullseyes up, this game's all but over. But more importantly, this could be a really good settler for him. He lost the first 2 legs and looked just a bit out of sorts toward the end of the leg. So if he can pick this one off, and then he's going to be throwing second, but it's going to be in cricket. So if there's a throw that's easier to break, if there's a time that it's easier to break throw, it's definitely during cricket. So if he can steal this second one and bring it level, it could really settle him in and get him rolling here. All right, 2 goals for Jon here. Able to find one with his first one. I expect this to go away. I think he's going to go 2-1 here. Yeah, so Jon taking it down, throwing a 3.66 over 14 rounds. So pretty respectable average for sure. Able to take the 3rd leg. So it is 2-1 in favor of Tom. And Tom's going to be throwing first in the second game of cricket. So game 4 in the first set. Good close match. Every leg's been close. The end of that cricket game got a little bit away from Tom. But every other one has been really, really nip and tuck. So this is an entertaining one so far. Thank you so much for the compliments, Abe. We're doing a lot. We're working hard on this and trying to improve every week. We are both on Facebook and on YouTube this week. So progressing slowly and getting better every week. So thank you so much.
So Tom's going to be in control of this game if he can hit one of them trip 20s here.
I don't hate this shot, but if you do it, you got to close it. And he was unable to do so. So door now is wide open for Jon. That was essentially a wasted turn. He does have an X on the 19, so it'll be easier to close when he gets to it. But he's got to get to it first. And if Jon hits any kind of a big round here, it's going to really put him under pressure. Jon unable to convert, so ball is right back in Tom's court here, so he's got everything to do. Able to close the 19 and take 40 points, so 2 20s. Jimmy, I see your comment, man. It's not so much about skill level. I mean, we do want to have a certain level just so that the games progress and it's a more predictable time frame, but it's more about matchups and competition, man. So it's not necessarily about averages and how good or bad you're throwing, but, man, just keep practicing. I know you throw a lot, so keep doing what you're doing and just keep progressing, and we'll see if we can get you on here. Big triple 18 for Tom Hockey there. So going up by 58, and he's got 2 numbers with no marks, almost no marks on him, only 1 on the 18. So Jon's going to have to settle in and really buckle down on these 17s. He needs a big shot here. If you guys see Jon's shots, like, both of those. Look at them. They're right on the wire. They're not bad darts. They're just slightly high or slightly low. He's just really, really close to having big darts, big shots, and just not able to connect.
Yeah, sometimes when I feel like I'm a dot out like that, it's because I'm looking at the triple as a whole. Instead of the middle of the triple, I look at it as a whole, and I'll dot out all night long. And then, I remind myself to aim for the middle, and they start falling in. So hopefully he can dial up here, because hockey is he's rolling down the numbers.
Yeah, another one on the wire, one on the neighbor triple wire. Just he's throwing good darts, they're just not connecting. So maybe just, I don't know if it's nerves or focus or what's going on, but he's so close, they're just not connecting right now. Tom able to clean the 17s. He's marching right down the board. Yeah, Lance, we had a match set up for you, and for some reason we're just having trouble connecting with your opponent. You're getting a match. You're playing. It's just who we're going to have you playing against. I hope to get a hold of the guy and get a match set up soon, because you're definitely getting on stream. Again, Tom Hockey with all the answers, everything he needs right now. So able to clean up the 16s with that triple. Goes up for more points, which certainly wasn't a bad idea, but unable to connect. So, John's not out of this. He just needs a couple big rounds here on the 15s, and he could claw his way right back into this leg. But missing into the neighbors like that is not going to help him at all. Tom again cleaning up those 15s with his first dart. Moving on to the bullseye, sliding into the 20 for a happy accident, 20 points there. Yeah, Tokes, when I saw this matchup, I was pretty excited to watch it because I know they're pretty even. So this should be really back and forth. It's scoreline's starting to look a little bit lopsided, but not terrible. But this leg isn't over yet. And John putting my foot right in my mouth. Able to find two, not able to find the third one.
I play a lot of darts with Tom Hockey, and he's able to throw some heat. So, this is about around his average, but he can get up in them 4-5s, 5s, and so can John. I think John's a little bit higher average than Tom in cricket, so Tom might be getting away with one here.
Yeah, I don't know if this is nerves with John or frustration that's just piling up or what, but he's certainly better than a 189, and he'll know that. He'll just be trying to focus and get locked in here to make something out of this, because this is certainly not the standard that he's used to throwing at. Yeah, he hit the double 20 with the third dart, but door is wide open. Four bull is going to tie this game, and man, if you're struggling hitting bulls, it's really tough when the other guy's just burying them. So, big bullseye shot here from Tom would really change things up. And unable to find it, but again, finds it with the third. First two darts are right near the wire, so I don't know if it's a focus issue or what, but seems to be thrown relatively smoothly. I don't think it's anything in his action, but could just be nerves. And again, Tom Hockey unable to connect, so now door's definitely open. Down by 75 points. 3 bullseyes is going to tie this game up, and if he can hit anything more, he's going to start really putting the pressure on. Good to see you in here, Bobby Kraft. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody in, if you're not following us on Facebook and on YouTube, please just hit us a follow. We're trying to get these numbers up to open up the possibility of monetization to keep this rolling for you guys and for us to be able to improve the stream. So give us a follow, give us a share. I know 1,000 dart players. We need to get to 1,000 at least. So, man, share this up with all your friends. Just tell them to click the sub button or the follow button. Get them following us. It really, really is a big, big help. So, Tom able to come in, close those bullseyes up. So he's going to go up 3-1 right now, going back into 0-1 with Jon having the throw. Now, it is a race to 5, so Tom's only 2 away. So, Jon's going to have to get on his horse here and start hitting some shots. Shots fired, Tokes. That is awfully aggressive. I'll let Pax know about that when he gets here. We'll see how he handles that. Hey Eric, good to see you in chat, buddy. Happy to have you guys in here. Same with you, man. You know a ton of people in the area. Have them start sharing and following this thing, man. Let's blow this up. Devlin, my nemesis, how you doing, buddy? Eric, I know you're not scheduled to be on stream, but we'd love to have you, man. So keep an eye out when we start posting openings for matches, and let us know if we have a cancellation or an opening if you'd like to come in and fill in for a spot. We'd love to have you here. So Jon opens his first round with a hat trick. Big, big start, and this is what he's going to need. Unable to follow it up with the second round, though. Needs to find it. Does catch it with the third one, so still up by almost 90 points, 87 points. So doing okay, but he's going to need to keep that average. He's going to want to keep all this pressure here on Tom.
So both hot on the bull here. Great averages are being thrown, so they're loosening up. They're getting dialed in. Jon looks like he's tightening up a little bit, and that could be dangerous for Tom.
Yeah, Jon's already got 2 hat tricks, and Tom doesn't have any yet. So he's definitely the on-form player as far as throwing into bullseyes, but he's going to have to turn that into wins with the finishing here. So he's going to have to just stay on it here. He's sitting at 156, so he's going to have 6 here from 156. He should be in a really good spot here to close this out. You can see the players are already feeling the heat. Pressure's building up, and they're already going out by the big fans trying to cool off a bit between rounds. I think that's what Jon's laughing about right now. And it's nice and cool down there, but, man, when you're in the middle of a match, it all of a sudden gets pretty warm. So first start right into the bullseye again for Jon. That's a good miss, actually. Stay on the bullseye. Leaves himself 36, so sitting pretty. He will be back looking at 36 here to try to bring the match a little closer, trying to get it to 3-2. All right, so 171 isn't out, but it is a monster. So not a whole lot of pressure here on Jon. Just needs 2 18s. He can throw right at the double with his first start. Missing low, so now into the 16. Same rule applies, just don't miss outside. All right, able to find the single. 1 single at 16 to take this down, and he does. So clawing back 3-2. So only down by 1, but Tom is going to have the throw in this next 0-1 game.
we do have a giveaway. We got the Jeremiah Burger Cheeseburger Darts by Magneto Darts. If you guys want to help the stream, you can donate to Derek H21 at Venmo or PayPal. Every $10 is the entry to our drawing, and you can get your set of the cheeseburgers. Have you tried the cheeseburgers, Don?
I've thrown a couple rounds with them, but to be honest, those are exactly the kind of darts that I like to throw. A mostly straight, long barrel with a slight front taper or front end loaded weighting. They're exactly what I like to throw, so I really like the feel of them. I'm thinking about picking a set up, and just because I have a problem. I buy too many darts, but yeah, they feel good. I'm looking at maybe picking a set up because they are really, really interesting to me.
Yeah, so if you pay $40, you have 4 entries in the little wheel that we'll have, and you know, you can't beat that. So the last person that won put $20 in, won them a set of Malars. So it can happen. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and in the chat. Appreciate Don, you being here, buddy. And these players are definitely warmed up now. Jon looks like he is just crushing the Bulls with a 36 average, and game on, buddy.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Jon needs. I think that 0-1 might have settled him, and you see him right back into the bullseye. I see Karen in the chat. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. One of my new dart proteges. I have picked up a couple of people that I've been helping, instructing, and Karen's one of them. She made a huge switch in her dart game last week, switching hands. So she was a right-handed thrower. She's now a left-handed thrower. So explain to me how that works out, guys, but it's something we figured out in the lesson, and she's crushing it right now. So good to see you in chat, Karen. Another big shot from Tom there, 115, squaring the matchup, but essentially Jon's stolen the throw at this point. He was throwing second, and now throwing with a 1-point lead before a dart's left his hand. So another solid round here is going to see him kind of in the driver's seat, but able to pick off the double that was absolutely required after the first 2 misses. And Tom wresting control back, so taking a 51-point lead, but not a huge lead. So a big shot's going to put a whole lot of pressure on Tom here, but Jon needs to find it right now because this is a good opportunity for him to claw that one leg back that he was behind, and you may not get a whole lot of these. And right on cue, buries the first 2. He needs a third. Able to find it for his 3rd hat trick of the day already, so he's got 3-0 on Tom. But more importantly, in this leg, taking a 99-point lead and really putting the pressure on Hockey, he's going to have 3 darts from 97 to level this back up at 4-4. I'm sorry, at 3-3.
The way he's throwing, this is gone.
Got to go 18s here. And chose to go double 19 route. I don't love that. If he would have went triple 18, it would have left 24, and a single 18 would have left 60. So either way, you would have had a shot at the out. Now doors back open for Tom. If he's able to hit this bullseye with the first dart, this should go away with only needing 2 darts for 32. Unable, so he needs to stay on the 16 again. Once, same thing. If he hits a single, and unable to do so. So some interesting board management, I would say, has led to extra opportunities for both players now. So Jon's sitting here needing 28 for the win to level it up at 3. Able to clean it up with 2 darts, so good on Jon for kind of sticking with it, not giving up, and all of a sudden we got a 4-4 or 3-3 match. Now here's what's interesting, guys, is most of these guys are used to playing shorter format. They do play leagues, but typically in their leagues they're going to have a break in between. And now we're 6 legs in, so for these guys this is a really long format. It's basically a best of 3 at this point, first to win 2 legs, but this is longer than these guys are used to throwing. So it'll be interesting to see if fatigue starts to set in. And just as I say that, you see that first start go low from Tom, able to correct it with the next two, but only able to find 220s. So if someone has better stamina here in these long formats, it may come out here now, especially after the match is tied up 3-3. And we all saw how Jon was hitting those 20s in the first round of cricket that we had.
The momentum is definitely in Jon's favor right now, and you can tell just with that first throw, they were all tight group. He's locked it in. You know, you can only dot out for so long. He probably stepped back, got focused, and now he's going to be a handful for Hockey. And Hockey's got to do something to get momentum back because Jon can walk away.
Yeah, we saw this in that first game of cricket that Tom actually lost. Is some frustration there, missed both 19s and goes up to close the 20, which really isn't the shot. But we're seeing it after just a second round, so that's not a good thing. I don't know if this is physical fatigue or maybe some mental fatigue. And Jon just grinding it out, and I love this. Tom didn't hit any 19s. There's no reason to go there. Just pointed up and buries a triple 19 with the third dart. So huge triple there. Throwing a 4-5, taking a 60-point lead, has the 20s. It does have an X on it, but has a wide open 19 as well. So big shot there with that third dart.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it, and Hockey's not responding very well. So this could be a white horse. This is when big shots like that happen.
Yeah, if he's feeling it and he's getting loose, he certainly has the ability to do so. So I expect these 18s to go away, if not more. Looks like he only took a look at the 18 with that third dart, which is fine. So taking an 80-point lead. Tom's got next on these 18s. He needs to make the most of this shot here.
Two triples here is going to get him back in here. So he's not out of touch here. We've all played cricket and been down 70-something points. So just got to have a big round. He's got to step back and get dialed in and have a big round and make momentum move just a little bit. So Jon is just capable of just running it here.
Yeah, and the thing about Tom, too, is like oftentimes when you start to get behind or if you have a bad opening, you try to make it all up at once. And that's just not how darts goes. It's like you're going to have to eat this sandwich with a bunch of little bites. So a 5 mark here, a 4 mark here, another 5 mark, and then a 6 mark, and all of a sudden you look up 5-6 rounds later, you've caught back up, you've taken a number. But it's generally not going to happen all at once. Most people aren't Millar or Maloney or Gates, where you can just walk up and hit a 9 mark and flip the game on its head. So you just got to start taking chunks out where you can and taking the opportunities. And unfortunately for him, only with a 2 mark last time and a 1 mark this time. So unable to really make a real dent in this. So doors back open, and Jon is in control of this leg if he can just shut these 18s down.
So here's an opportunity here. This is when Tom needs to have a big round. 6-7 mark, and you're in there.
All right, so job done for Jon last round, taking the 18s down. Tom unable to connect with the 17s, so doors open. Just start picking away numbers, march your way down, and take the 1 leg lead and try to finish the setup here. I like this. You missed with the first 17. Just switch. Take the points. Nobody's ever lost a game of cricket with more points than their opponent, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And with the right player, it can even frustrate them and make them throw even worse. So, yeah, so let me run down that actually right now. So Tom Hockey's home venue is GCC. Kim, Jon plays out of Keg. That's his home bar. Both have been playing roughly 2.5 to 3 years. Hockey 2.5 and Jon for 3. Jon's throwing 20-gram chainsaws, and Tom Hockey is throwing 20-gram Jeremiah Millar Beast 2 darts. Tom credits his game to Zach Martin, Derek Howard, and Mick Hughes, all three kind of Goodrich guys, and Derek is my co-host here. And Jon really looks up to Randall Ostrom, Chuck Lawrence, and Lee Henniger. So pretty similar backgrounds from these guys, and they play 10 miles from each other. So they see each other for sure a lot, and their averages are pretty close. So I was looking forward to this. It was really going to be a tough battle. Like we already said before, both people wanted to shout out both their wives, Melissa and Stephanie, and they're both here tonight. So yeah, just two really good guys, nice guys, and always fun to be around at the venues.
And there it is, Don. You're going to let Tom Hockey hang around too long? Tom can take momentum. If Jon has a bad round here, momentum is with Tom.
And the crack in the door just got slammed shut. He just kicked it right back in his face. So doors closed again. So numbers gone. Jon's got the big 19s with nothing on them. So Tom's going to need, and like I said before, this isn't going to happen all at once. You got to take chunks out. So that 6 mark, you took it, you got 48 points. Now you got to do it again on the 15s, and it's going to take consistent good shots to really get yourself back on the sled, because Jon's not going to leave a number open for a long time. And he almost did it again, hitting the wire on that triple 15. But once again, Jon's going to come up. He's going to try to close these 15s and try to get some more points, extend this lead. It's not a bad shot to go for the 19s, but man, I really would have liked to see him kill those 15s and complete the damage control and force Tom to go to bullseyes, especially the way that Jon's been hitting bullseyes. But he chooses to go the 19 route. He is out shooting Tom by almost half a point here, so he should be comfortable enough to close this number up. Tom only able to find 2, so still up by 53, and God, he's got to go for the 15s here, right?
Yeah, I actually can't believe he didn't go for the 15s last time. If Tom Hockey would have hit a 9 mark right there, he would have been really pissed off or really upset with himself. So, he's letting Tom hang in there. And Tom's a good enough shot that you don't want to do that. So, you just keep poking the bear and, letting him hang. It's not gonna pay off.
So right on the wire with the first 2 darts going at the 15s, but only able to get one 19 out of all of it. So a little bit of luck turning back his way for Jon, as all 3 on the wire for Tom. None are able to connect. So should be the same thing here. Take these 15s off, and if you want to get more points, do it after those are closed. All right, job done there. Yeah, that's what you had to do. Just make the 15s go away. We'll worry about points and everything afterwards, but stop the bleeding on those 15s and take your 72-point lead into the bullseyes. So he is going to want to have at least one more 19 to extend that bullseye lead out to 4, unless Tom goes and closes it, which I would not advise doing. So unable to find it with the first 2 darts, though. And misses the 3rd dart at the trip 19. So if I'm Jon here, I'm throwing at this 19 till I hit a triple and just get comfortable. Have 3 easy darts at bullseye next round.
Yeah, 1 trip 19, I'd be comfortable. So, just he might go bullseyes here. He's looking at it. So going bullseyes here, feeling confident. Gonna end it with his last dart here. and he goes high, but still plenty of cushion.
Yeah, only need one now. That was a crucial double because not only does he only need one, it just really piles the pressure on for Tom. He knows he's probably not going to get another look. So if he don't hit 6 here, he really don't have much of a chance. See, these are those questionable decisions I was talking about with Tom. Like, I don't understand going with the 19s here. You're only one bullseye away, unless he's just resigned to the fact that this leg's probably gone and just getting loose for the next game. That's certainly a possibility, but if that was a strategy move, I don't understand the strategy there. Jon able to bury the bullseye. So back-to-back break of throws for Jon. Brings him back and now puts him in the lead 4-3. So he is on the hill for this first set. He wins the next one, and it's going to be over, but he's going to have to break throw again. He's had 2 in a row. See if he can pull off a third break of throw. It is in cricket, though, so if there's a game that you're going to do it, this is it. And this may be where this fatigue is coming in, guys. So they're close, but they're just not in. Tom only able to find one, and doors wide open for Jon. He's going to be licking his chops here, ready for this one. Huge 7 mark from Tom Hockey there. Closing the number, taking a 76-point lead and a must-win leg here. So putting the pressure right back onto Jon. So big shot there.
Great decision there from Tom Hockey. Great decision. I love it.
Big shot from Tom. Really opening up a hole here. But it really was just an answer to that really good shot from Jon the round before, having the 54. So they're battling right now. 3's playing a 4. Let's see how this spans out here. Big 7 mark. Man, these guys are just throwing haymakers right now. Both throwing a 4. Great match. 180 played 190. So both players closed 20s, and both have closed their next numbers and hit 10 marks and pound for each of them. So just really slugfest right now, battling it out. And it's going to be the first player to miss. And that may be that first blink might have come from Tom Hockey, only hitting 2. So Jon's going to be looking for another 7 here to really open this gap. Missed with the first two, but finds a triple with the third. So does come in taking a 16-point lead when he was 10 points behind before. So big triple there. 3-6 is playing a 3-8. So this game really still hangs in the balance. They're battling back and forth right now.
Yeah, Tom's hungry. He's going to get up in points before he even looks at that 18 right now.
Yeah, and with this being a last chance for him, he can't afford to wait. And Jon's got no interest in waiting either. So buries the triple with the first dart and with the third dart. So another big 7 mark, going up by 37 points. That's exactly what he needed. Jon, 7 rounds in, throwing a 4.33, so looking really good. Tom only able to find 2, but does take a 1-point lead. So Jon will be looking for another big shot here to hopefully open up a chance to take a look at those 19s in the next round. Gets a point lead and takes a stab, but unable to connect. So 1-1 for him, bringing an average down to a 4, but still very respectable. And Tom throwing that 3.57. He's just hanging, just battling right with him. Takes a stab at the 20, but slides, or at the 18, but slides into the 20. So up by 21 points. Jon's going to need at least 2 18s before he even considers having a look. But I don't think you come off this until you hit a triple plus. That first dart was really tough as it was a blocker, and you saw that second one was a really good dart, skipping off that flight, and a monster third dart to close the 19. So wresting control here in this what would be a decider if Jon wins, going up by 33 and taking the number away. So Jon's going to need a 5 mark here just to take a 1-point lead. I'm sorry, Tom's going to need a 5 mark here. And job done. Hits a 5 right on cue, goes up by 1 point. But now Jon with the bigger number. Expect him to lean on this and take advantage of the bigger hill here. Yeah, Mike, he's got the ability. It's peaks and valleys for all of us, right? And right on cue, buries that triple 18. Does take a stab with the third dart. He earned it, so I don't hate that. Going up by 53 points. So now needing a 4 mark minimum to take the lead here for Tom. And you can see these guys are smiling in between rounds. They're really enjoying this battle. Wisely staying down another 5 mark on those 17s. So big darts from both of these guys. Jon's going to be looking at these 18s. He can't come off it till he hits a triple, I think.
Yeah, triple or 2 at this point. Gotta stay there and gotta hit it.
Solid 3 going up by 22 points. So not the end of the world, but he definitely would have wanted more there. Unable to get the point lead back now, so doors open. I expect him to stay on the 18s until then. Now he's wide open. I like the third dart here at the 17 if he does it. He may stay at 18, though. He does, and buries it for a 7 mark. So we're not going to talk about his score because it's a bit unlucky, but safe to say he's up by 131 points. So Tom with all of it to do right now. I think he needs an 8 mark just to catch up.
Momentum swing here, so Jon really took control there, and Tom did not respond, did not even look at the trip 17 on his last start. What a risky shot.
Yeah, once again, I think it's just some frustration, and it wasn't even from a lack of, hitting shots. You're throwing 5 marks. Your opponent's just throwing 7s. but the frustration getting to him and causing him to have another bad decision at the wrong time. That is not when you're gonna want to be doing that. But Jon won't be bothered with that at all. He'll say thank you very much. He's taking those 17s and forcing Tom to move on to another number that's even smaller. So job done for Jon. Great job. And Tom responding, hopefully, with another 5 mark. So he's not throwing bad. He's just getting frustrated that his opponent's throwing a little better right now. So, but he does know this is for the set if he doesn't win this. So good answer. Way to recompose yourself after that last wayward round. Hits a 5 mark. But Jon coming in, firing right at the 16s now.
Yeah, Tom won the first 2 games of this set also. And, Jon was just a dot out for a while. He really got used to the stream, got used to the area, and was is dangerous when he's comfortable. And if Tom loses this, he's gonna have to come back and regain himself for that second set. Can't let that flow into the next set.
Yeah, so this may be, like I said before, where fatigue might be taking place, and there will be a break after this first set. But if Jon does go on to win this, it'll be 4 straight legs and 3 break a throw in a row. So that's not a good sign for Tom. He's going to have to recompose himself for sure. And right in there, and the thing I like about that is the first 2 were at the triple. The third one, don't mess around with the triple. There's too much in the way. Just hit a fat single, close the number, and make Tom move on to bulls. And that's exactly what he did. Riding an 82-point lead into bulls, and he's got 2 numbers. So he's pretty comfortable, and bullseyes have been his thing this whole day so far already. But Tom able to bury a double. So just 3 needed. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, just 3 needed here for Jon. Misses with the first one. Goes up for a little bit of security points. Not a bad idea after Tom hits the double. But able to hit 2. Going up by 198 points. Or I'm sorry, 118 points. So quite a bit of padding here. And Tom's got it all to do here. And that registered a miss. So I don't know if that was at the double 18. I thought it was at the bullseye, but not sure. And yeah, these points are really bothering him. And if I'm Jon, I'm taking a mental note of that, because the next set, I'm going to go up by 150 every single time and let him start throwing out my numbers when he doesn't need to be. That's exactly what I would be doing, because he should not be throwing at that 18 at all. So Jon right back into the bullseye with the first 2. Can he clear it up with the third? Unable, just a little low and left, but good shot and job done. Throwing a 3-6-9, 16 rounds in. So he's looking really, really good. Only need 1 more bullseye to finish up this leg and take the first set. 5-3. Yeah, frustration setting in for Tom. I think he hears the bells are ringing right now. So kind of a knockout punch that he had with that 7 mark on those 18s, and Tom unable to recover. So he's going to have a few minutes here after this leg to settle and recompose, and dead center double bullseye for Jon Lyttle. So congratulations, taking the first set, 4 legs in a row, 3 break a throw, and taking it down 5-3. So he's going to own the first set, and Tom's going to need a minute here to get some fresh air and just take a moment and think about what happened, and whether it's fatigue or whether it's frustration or what. But he's going to have to recenter himself and get his head back in the game, because he's got a whole nother set that he's got to win if he wants a chance at taking the night. Guys are going to take about a 5-minute break here. Hang out with us and don't go anywhere. We are still basically raffling off and have openings for the Jeremiah Millar Burger Time darts. These are, I believe, the 18-gram. I'm sorry, Jeremiah Burger Time darts. And they have the coolest logo on the top, the little cheeseburger on the top. I love them. Yep, they are 18 grams, mostly straight barrel, but are front-loaded. Super grippy darts, really nice. Any donation over $10 will get you an entry into the drawing to get these darts, guys. So hit us up on PayPal or Venmo. We will have the links posted in the chat. We appreciate that, and all the proceeds from this go toward the winning pot for the finale that we have with all the players that you're seeing on stream. So in October, we are going to have a finale at the Union Lake Eagles in Union Lake, Michigan, and everybody that you see on stream, definitely all the winners and any of the people that lost can also enter. So we're going to have a big event there, and we will be streaming that as well. So you'll be able to watch the matches as they come up there, and then that'll all be settled on one day. So all this money that you guys are donating is going towards that, and to try to give these guys some incentive for coming out and show them, and for us just to be able to show them how much we really do appreciate them coming out and spending their time with us. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Definitely not done. Give us just a few more minutes here. Let these guys take a restroom break, get some fresh air, and we'll be back with set 2 of this match between Jon Lyttle and Tom Hockey. This is Game Time Streaming. I am Don Spear here with Derek Howard. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome back, sports fans from around the world. This is Game Time Streaming. I'm Derek Howard alongside Don Spear, and this is a 1-0 match here, and John really took control of that first set, Don.
Yeah, he really settled in and kind of got in his groove, and if he can stay there, Tom's going to have his hands full for sure. So these guys just about ready here, so we should be starting in just a second. It's going to be a fun one, guys.
So Don's going to flip on a light and letting them know that they can diddle. And this is a race to 5. 2 sets. If Tom wins this set, they're going to play 501 cricket choice for the decider. And so this is the diddle. Gets it in there. So John's feeling good coming into this second set after the break.
Yeah, we hear the roar all the way from the other room, so he's liking what he's seeing. But I think we might have a hockey lead there, maybe by a dot or two. So a good diddle from both guys. And once again, Tom Hockey to start with the throw.
So Tom coming in, not phased by last set. He did win the first 2 0-1s of the first set. So bringing it on again here. Good start, Tom.
I do know, talking to both players in between sets, they were feeling it. They were both feeling the heat. So it's not hot down there, but, man, it surely gets awful hot in front of those cameras. So a lot of that's the pressure. And John, again, with his 4th hat trick of the day. So big darts there from him, going up by 70 points. So barring a hat trick for here from Tom, John's going to have 6 darts here from 165. Yeah, so 96 point or 104 point lead right now for John. He's going to have 6 from here. Anything low ton plus is just going to be good. If he can set himself on 50, that's gravy. Not going to be able to do that now, though. Able to hit another low ton, though. So setting himself on 56, and he's going to be back to take a look at that. Abe, your match is one I'm really looking forward to, man. I can't wait to have you out here. It's going to be really nice, too, especially in October when we have that finale and have all the big shooters all in one spot. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And again, we see some frustration out of Tom. So, man, he's just got to figure out a way to keep his head in the game. He had the throw here. I know he's kind of letting one slip, but he should know that even if he loses this one, he's going to come back. He's going to have to throw. And throwing at the 6, unable to hit it, falls into the 10, 46 left, leaving 30. Going to be throwing at the double 15 here. But either way, no pressure because he will be back as Tom's still sitting on 229. So 3 darts from 30 here to break, throw on the first leg, and buries a triple. So you know what? Tom's got to jump on this. Door's wide open, and he did not expect to get this chance. So he has to jump all over this. This is probably going to be the only shot he's going to get at this leg. Oh, that wayward dart at the triple 20 forces him to go up to 19s, but unable to convert. So Jon again here with 3 darts at 30. Shouldn't be anywhere near the triple right now. And too close for my comfort, but one more in the 15. Yeah, that'll do it. So breaks the throw on the first leg, goes up 1-0. And in the driver's seat here, Jon taking the first one, and Tom's going to be having the throw here for 0-1.
All right, so 226 here. Looks like whoever throws a big shot is going to really be able to take control here. We're joined here with Zach Martin here in the booth. How you doing, Zach?
Hey, Derek. Thanks for having me back. I appreciate it. This is a great matchup we have going on right now. Both shooters are throwing really good, and excited to finish off this game of darts here. And starts off with the low ton. Hockey's got a window right here. Starts off with a bull. That's exactly what he was looking for. Next door to the 9, he does have the point lead, but I know he really wants. There he goes. Third dart does hit it. Comes up with the low ton, 109. He's up 232 to 302 right now. He's averaging a 33, and Jon's averaging a 33 in hockey with 29. Some really good darts right now. Great darts, ends with 109. Third dart was right there. Tom Hockey answers right back with a big low ton, 103. This is a really tight game.
Tom needs to really take a good look at this 129 just for some confidence and get one under his belt here. He don't want to get washed, so maybe take the momentum into the next cricket game.
Tom ends up with a 61 remaining. 112 coming up right now, and I know he's definitely capable of taking this out. He's been all over it all game. Tokes, I see you in the chat, sir. Zach lives there. Stop playing. That's not necessarily the case, but I do come over and help them out. Wow. Big 112. 12 out. Great darts thrown. Ends up with a 33.4. That is some great darts right there. You know, and it was close down to the wire. Both dart players throwing really good. That's just some really good darts with a good out. We're going to start the game of cricket now. Big darts by Tom Hockey. Opens up with a 5 mark to give himself 40-point lead. I know John's been on those 19s all day, so he's really going to try to put some pressure on here with that, with that good 5 mark from Tom Hockey. And once again, all over those 19s, 3 very good thrown darts, 5 mark. Hockey's really going to need to pour on these 20s right here.
Got to stay there. And he hits it. Absolute big third dart there from Tom Hockey. And if John whiffs here, Hockey's going to look at that 19. Yeah, Tom's definitely going to look at the 19 here. I know Tom and Zach are real good buddies. And you guys playing in a league at Goodrich this year?
Yeah, we are. It's me, Tom Hockey, Katie Weatherwax. Look at that. Hockey starts with the... big darts by Tom Hockey. Good 5 mark. Takes a point lead. Gets another bed. He's got a really nice start to this game. He needs to keep it going. And that being said, Derek, yes, Goodrich Country Club leagues are starting up pretty soon. They do have a form out there to fill up if you have not signed up yet. Any questions, feel free to reach out to Mike or Megan, and they will answer that for you. But yeah, we're team Achy Breaky Darts for Wednesday Dart League.
I do not like leaving John that 19, but maybe it'll pay off. I'm shocked that Tom went to the 18, and John still has the 19s, and you're playing with fire. It is another house. You know, Tom has 2 houses to 1, but I just don't like it.
I know what you mean by that strategy. I've been throwing with Tom a little bit, just helping him practice and everything, and he's been really on those 19s in individual practice. I think that's why he did it, but I know what you mean by that. And a big answer by John takes the point lead. Hockey's really going to have to figure something out for this throw right here. Big darts by Tom Hockey. Big point lead now for him, 298 to 209. John does have those 19s, he's been all over them all day, so let's see what he does with them. Big darts by Tom Hockey. You got 6 mark with 60 points added to the score. It's 358 to 285 right now, and Tom Hockey is in control of the game. We're going to look for a strong hand at these 17s for John. Lucas, I see you in the chat, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. We see Chelsea Jaskowitz, too, saying, Tom, let's go. And I was down there keeping score earlier, and just, it's a really good atmosphere down there. They're laughing. Both players are having a good time. We got some music going down there. Both of the significant others are down there. So it's just like a Dart family that we have here. And we appreciate Derek and Katie letting us hold this here and, putting money up for this and everything. We really appreciate them. This is really fun.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. But it's the players that are making the travel and dedicating a day, and it's going to take all of us to let this take off, but it sure is. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. So hockey is in control here, and he doesn't want Jon to go 3-0 on him here, so he needs to stay 100 points ahead, and you're going to throw better when you have the point lead. So this is a big game here for Tom. He needs to stay in control.
You're absolutely right, Derek. That's what Tom and I were talking about sometimes when we were down there, especially during cricket games, that you can never lose a cricket game by having, fewer points. So, and that also puts the pressure on. Look at Tom Hockey. Great darts. Wow. 7 mark. He's averaging a 4.22 right now. He does have the point lead. It's 458 to 301. The 15s right now are looking really good.
Yep, you always shoot better with the point lead. You're more relaxed, and with the point lead, you have opportunities to stab, and it's just a good strategy. And Tom's relaxed right now, probably going to go right at the 15s, all relaxed, dialed in right there. So he's gonna take this game up. Jon's gonna have to really have 2 huge rounds, and Tom's got to have 2 whiffs.
Hat trick. What a way to answer that right there. So he's still hanging in there. Tom right now does have a little bit of wiggle room, but I know that he's not looking to do that. He's looking to finish it off. He does not want to get any further behind than he is right now. Good answer by Tom. Ends up with 2 bullseyes. So Jon has the bullseyes close, so he's going all bulls here. He cannot get the point lead, but he's going to try to fire him in there.
Coming in shooting a 4, this bullseye is gone, and Jon's going to start the next game. Make this a 2-1 score line. Oh, does not hit it.
And this is what Tom Hockey did not want. He did not want to flirt with danger. We all know how good Jon is at those bullseyes, so I know Tom's trying on that, but he really needed to close it out right there. Starts off with 1, ends with second dart, another one. He's closing the score. A hat trick right there. That is what Tom was nervous about. So right now it's 493 to 451. Tom has a point lead. He needs 1 bullseye to finish off this game.
Yeah. And that is his 6th hat trick of the night. So Jon's feeling it. Tom's going to take that game out with that bullseye. Great shooting a 3-6. Hopefully he can carry that on to the next match. Or next game.
Yeah, for Tom Hockey, that's exactly what he needed right there. Get that confidence going back up again. And, I know Jon's going to be coming out strong right now. He really wanted that last game, and it's been a battle so far. Just 3, but that's a good close by Jon. he basically neighbored everything else right on the wire. So he's zoned in. He's hitting pretty good. Here comes Tom. He's going to look to do some damage right here.
So I've seen Jon in this position earlier, and he went right at the 19s without the point lead. And, you know, maybe he wants to look at the 20 here at least once. All right, so he's going to stay there. No, he's moving down there. So, yeah, Jon's not really into the point game here. And it really gives hockey an opportunity here with a 6 mark. So I would have really liked to see a trip 20 there from Jon before he even thought about the 19, but let's see if Tom makes him pay for it. And not quite just yet, but he might take the 20 now. Doesn't look at the 20, going back for more points. I would have liked to seen the 20, but you know what? He's wanting that 9 mark, so really made Jon pay for that.
Yeah, when I was downstairs earlier, I was talking with Jon about that. He said 19's my favorite. I like 19 more than anything. So he was trying to take a stab at it, but he just goes up and hits a 5 mark right there on the 20s to take the point lead back. Great darts by Tom Hockey. He's averaging a 4.67 right now in this game of cricket. Not the answer Jon was looking for. Does get 2 of them, so he got 40 more, but Tom Hockey does have the point lead right now. I know Tom's probably going after 19s to start.
Yeah, Tom has somehow found some form here in the last 2 legs. Really been lighting it up. So I've been watching on the sidelines a little bit. He's looking good. He kind of went through that little lull at the end of the last set and the beginning of this one, but he's really turning it on right now, looking good. Able to find the triple with the 3rd dart for the 5 mark. Doesn't quite get the point lead, but brings it up pretty even. I expect, the way I've seen Tom throwing at numbers, he's probably going to try to close this 20, but I would really like to see him hammer these 19s. He's out averaging Jon right now. He should just ride that wave. And, yeah, so he does what I would have liked to see. Goes 2 19s. So, Lisa, right now the score is 2-1, Jon. So Jon is winning 2-1 right now.
Great darts by Jon. Takes the point lead. Good 5 mark. Hockey's going to come up right now and try to pound those 19s. Hockey with a 5 mark, hit 2 doubles and a single. Look at that, 95. So he does take the point lead back. Jon's going to be all over these 20s right now, and if he hits them, I think he's going to take a stab at that 19.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to go at the 5 mark, but you'll take 5 however you can get it for sure. So job done. He does get the point lead, and Jon unable to answer here. So Tom coming in after 7 rounds, throwing a 4. Going to try to capitalize here, up by 39 points.
Yeah, this is the door Tom Hockey needed right now. I know he's going to try to take advantage of it. He starts trying to go with points, misses on the first, hits trip 19 with the second, and takes a look at the 20, only getting a single. But good darts by Tom Hockey.
able to find 4, taking a 25-point lead. So you see Tom's average starting to come down and John's average starting to come back up. So they're going to meet in the middle here, right about the middle of the scoreboard as well. So still really, really close match here, guys.
Just 19 there for hockey. He's still behind on points. So John's going to pound these 20s to get the bigger point lead probably, and he has been pretty good on those 19s today. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, 20s has been John's bread and butter all day, it seems like. Switches down to the 19 for a monster triple to close it out. So going up by 86 points and taking the number away. So really, Tom with it all to do right now. Big, big shot. What a game changer.
Just a reminder to everybody out there, Goodrich Country Clubs are starting out their leagues again. They do have a sign-up sheet out for everybody for, I believe it's Sunday and Wednesday nights. Any questions about that, contact Megan Killian or Mike Jarris for the Goodrich Country Club Dart Leagues.
Hey, Steph. Good to see you in chat. Good seeing you guys Friday, too. Always a pleasure hanging out with you, too.
Four mark by Tom Hockey. That's good darts thrown by him, but he still is behind in points. It's 580 to 530 right now. John's up. Let's see if he goes for points or try to close on that 18.
Good close. That's basically minimum one of their job done, though. So able to take the 18s away, and Tom's going to have to try to trip another number, probably the 17s, and just start taking chunks out of this point lead. That's all you can really do. You're not going to be able to get it all at once. And does take the point lead. So big shot with that 7 mark. Now, the only thing John's going to need to be careful on is Tom has 2 20s, so he really doesn't have any wiggle room here. He's got to get a big enough point lead to ensure that Tom doesn't even get a look at his 20s, because they could go away with just a single. Unable to do so, only getting 2. Does take a 22-point lead, but I don't think that's going to be enough right now. Let's see how Tom responds here.
Yeah, I know Tom's been practicing at those 17s. I was talking to him about that the other day. He was saying that's something he's been concentrating on, so I'm excited to see what happens here. Misses with the first, misses with the second, and goes up to the 20 to close it. So he is behind on points. It's 620 to 598 right now. John does have the point lead.
I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. In reality, you know, Jon really shouldn't even be thrown at the 17. He should be going to get another number, but he closes it. So if he's able to pick a number here, which he does, that's a massive, massive shot. So big 6 mark there from Jon, closing the number out, forcing Tom to switch, and gets a number of his own. So job done. That's exactly what he needed to do there to try to secure this leg.
Tom Hockey gets 4 16s. He is behind on points still, but he's really starting to put some pressure on. This game's going down to the wire.
Big 5 mark from Jon there. Getting 45 points, taking a decent point lead, 51 points, and put an X on that 16. So this is probably going to be Tom's last shot at the 16 unless he hits something massive. So he really needs to protect it here. He needs another one. Needs another triple. Single isn't going to do it. And right on cue, another big 7 mark from Tom. So no quitting him right now. His head's in the game, which is what I like to see, because couple of the legs earlier, he was kind of throwing it in and throwing some darts away, but not the case right now. Staying firmly within himself and making a great shot there.
I know that those first 2 darts were misses, but those were really close. He only ends up getting 15 points total. Now here's Tom's chance right now. He's going to go after points, and I'm curious to see if he goes after a bowl.
If I'm him, I'm taking these 15s out without even thinking about it. But he already spent the first one on the 16, and he buries it. So, you know, if you just hit triples every time you throw, you can throw wherever you want. It's not a bad decision. So, good job by him going up by 96 points and taking the 15s away. Jon closing the 16s, which I do like. Only able to find 1 bullseye, though. So he's got some work to do. He's going to need 6. So he will have game shot. It's going to be 3 double bulls, but he will have game shot if Tom isn't able to close it up here. And hat trick to finish it for Tom Hockey. So big shot there. And now leveling the match up. Both players sitting at 2 legs each. So going into 0-1, Jon's going to be starting here. Really nip and tuck match, guys. Really back and forth. Lots of fun to watch. But now we're getting into this latter stages of the set where we're going to see if fatigue starts to affect Tom the way it did before, whether it's mental or physical. Because right around here is right when Jon took off and won the next 4 to finish the set out. So we'll see if Tom can hang in there now that we're getting a little deeper into the set.
Michael Hagenow in the chat. What's up, Mike Hagenow? This is a 2-2 scoreline here. Tom needs to win this set. This is a race to 5, so Tom needs to win this set to make it 1-1. So all these games are very important to Tom, and he's going to have a big round here.
Tom Hockey, first 2 darts in the double bowl. And the hat trick. Great darts by Tom Hockey. Takes the point lead. Great hat trick. Jon needs a big answer right here. 119 from Tom Hockey. Good darts, averaging a 34.6 right now. John's coming up. He's got 236 remaining. He's averaging a 29 and basically a half right now. He's looking for a big round. First dart right in the bullseye, right where he wanted it. Second dart just low into the 15. Great third dart, leaves himself an out he can definitely take with a 121. So right now, Hockey does not have an out, but he's definitely going to try to get his point score down, and he can do this shot.
Great averages by both players. Everybody is just really dialed in right now and shooting well here at Game Time Streaming. We sure do appreciate you all tuning in and being in the chat and watching and sharing and liking. And it's important. We just got over 300, so we're pretty stoked about that. We need 1,000 to get to the next level to actually get stars and stuff on Facebook. But if you can like, share, follow, all that, you know. This 116 is in danger with Hockey throwing a 32. Needs to leave himself an out here. So, you know, the chances are this 78's gone, but Tom might get a look at that 89.
Big darts for the 78 out for John. That's exactly what he was looking to do. So good darts. So it is 3-2 now, John. Hockey's going to start the game off. 5:01's the game. Here we go. Just missed with that third dart. Not bad. 74 to open up for Tom Hockey. I'm curious to see if they can keep these averages up what they had from last game. That's they both seem pretty zoned in right now. Here comes John. Let's see what his answer is. Wow, great darts. Hat trick to start out 5:01. Leaves him 351. Tom Hockey's coming up with 427 left. Let's see if he's going to zone in on these bullseyes here. No, 48 total for Hockey. Not what he was looking for. Here comes John. He's got averaging a 50. He had that hat trick to start. So let's see what he does here. $116 from John. He's doing great, averaging a 44.3. He's really zoned in right now. Hockey's going to need some big darts right here to stay in this game. He does answer back with a 104. Nice low ton. He's kind of back in it. He needs a miss here from John, though. John's been on fire. Hockey needs a miss from him to be able to get back into it. So let's see if John keeps up what he's been throwing. It's been amazing. Oh, Hockey not able to find it. He does score a 71, but I know he was looking for more out of that. So 155 left for John. He's definitely going to try to get this down. Starts with a bull. 100 left, hit the 5, going for bull again, and he hits it, so he leaves himself a 50 out. That's very good darts by Jon. That's very smart, very good. So Tom Hockey does not have an out right now, but let's see if he can get it down to where he can have an out. Again, Tom Hockey battling back. There's no quitting that man. Does get a 104, leaves himself 100 right now, so it's 1 bullseye to 2 right now. Let's see if Jon's going to close this out.
Jon for double 15. Hits it. So Jon's going to take a 4-2 lead here in this score line. And Tom is in trouble here. He has got to respond, and he's got to respond right now.
Great darts by both players. I mean, it's coming down